What message do you want to give to President Felix Tshisekedi as you prepare this protest in Washington, D.C. This month, April 20th?
Well, unfortunately, President Tshisekedi has not been a good president for us. And he's not been a good president for the eastern part of the DRC, even the Congo in general. If he was, we would not be in this situation. The message to him is...
Hello everybody, today we are discussing the upcoming protest on April 20th in Washington, D.C., raising awareness about the discrimination and suffering of the Nyamulenge community in Congo. I'm Fisto and I'm joined by Jay. We are honored to be joined by the president of the Mahoro Peace Association, who will help us understand this situation and why this moment matters. Mr. President, welcome.
Thank you very much, Fiston and Jay. Thank you so much for hosting me today. And I'm very, very looking forward to having with you a very good conversation, a conversation that's going to educate many of people about the reason why we're taking on the street.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining. So, as your organization prepares for this protest in Washington, what message do you want us, leaders and the international community, to hear about the killings of Nyamulenge people in the Democratic Republic of Congo?
Our message to U.S. leaders, to the international community is very clear and simple. The plight of Nyamulenge has been going on for a long time. It has been largely ignored.
Right.
We want it to be recognized, first of all. We want to make sure that people all over the world understand what is currently taking place in Eastern DRC as far as the Nyamulenge and the Tutsi Congolese are concerned. For far too long, the conflict has gone far too long. It's been over 9 years that the war in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo continues to take place. Right. And the marginalization of ethnic minorities that are living in eastern part of the Congo has been on the politicians' lips in DRC far too long. Right. So we want the international community to give it much attention, to know what is going on, and to ensure that the killing and the systematic targeting of ethnic minorities, including Nyamulenge, Tutsi, and even Hemas, to be recognized and to stop. So we want to make sure that the statement the United States takes out in regards to human rights, in regards to minority protection, right, in regards to slogan like "Never Again," which is a slogan that's currently taking place in this month of April, that we commemorate the genocide against the Tutsis in Rwanda. We want those statements to be taken into action so that the killing can stop. So we are calling on the United States and its ally to move from statements. We don't want statements. We want action and concern. We want the bombardment of the Nyamulenge in Eastern DRC to stop. And we want to ensure that the humanitarian aid is given to the people of Minembwe, to the people of Rurambo, the people of Bijombo, to the refugees that are currently in Kamanyola to get humanitarian aid. We want all of that, and that's a message that we're taking to DC.
What message do you want to give, to international communities so this time they understand this issue is so critical to the people of Congo?
I think the first and foremost thing that the international community need to do is to understand the root causes of this conflict, right? If you do not diagnose if you do not give the right diagnosis to a disease, you can never cure it, right? So they need to understand the root causes of this conflict, particularly.
Right.
And that root causes is mainly based on genocide ideology. And these are genocidaires that finished committed genocide in Rwanda against the Tutsi, and then they moved into Eastern DRC and continued to propagate this message, this hatred against a particular ethnic groups. These ethnic groups are vulnerable groups, they're minorities. And as long as the idea of saying that this person is not a Congolese, he is a he's a Rwandan and need to be killed, they go even further than that. They say they're not even from this part of Africa. They trace us back to Ethiopia and Somalia, right? So that ideology is there. We have groups that are using these ideologies. These are militia groups that are everywhere in Eastern DRC. That includes the FDLR, which is a genocide militia group that committed the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda. They're currently ripe in Eastern DRC. We have movement like the Wazalendo. These are local militias from the eastern part of Congo, who are allies to the FDLR. They're
who are also citizens of the Congo, right?
These are Congolese people. These are Congolese people, Congolese tribes, neighboring tribes of Nyamulenge, who have already bought into this idea of genociding the Banyamulenge or the Tutsis. Then you have the government forces, the DRC government forces, and the Burundian forces as well, who are part of this particular problematics. So these are the people that are these are the groups that are currently operating in Eastern DRC, enforcing this ideology of ethnic cleansing. That needs to be understood very well, and the world needs to know that as part of the root causes analysis of this conflict. Once they know that, they can then apply the right solution to this issue. Otherwise, we're going to be in the same circle. We've been in this war before, and it's going to continue to come back.
Again, for people who don't know, what is the one thing that is the root cause for this problem? Like, why is this happening? For the past 9 years, there's been legislations which have been signed between the two countries, Rwanda and the DRC, America being one of the allies who's been trying to bring this together. We've seen it in the news. Me personally, who follows the news, people who are following the news, we've seen there's been a lot of signing and agreement and this and that, but the voices are not being heard.
First of all, there is what we call a Washington Accord. These are the agreement that were signed between Rwanda, DRC, and hosted by America. America is trying to provide a fix to the ongoing conflict in the eastern part of DRC, but also they have economic interest. They need, and they're signing it as part of the critical mineral deals that the United States need from eastern part of the Congo. So it's in America economic interest for peace in eastern DRC so that they can exploit these minerals. And that is the reason why they're signing this peace accord. Now, the reason why they're signing it between DRC and Rwanda, it's because the Rwanda, as a country and the government, they have good infrastructure. They want to be able to treat the minerals that is extracted from the eastern part of DRC, because Congo is a country, it's a big country, but it doesn't have a good infrastructure. It doesn't have good security, but Rwanda does. So America needs Rwanda for the exploitation or the treatment of the minerals that is taken from the eastern part of the Congo. So that is the dynamic. That's the American version of what they want to achieve out of this. Now, in order for America to get that, they need to be peace in DRC. So America is trying to use its muscles, trying to use its economic power to impose peace. Now, everyone needs peace.
Right.
The problem we have in eastern part of DRC is we have a government that has been waging war against its own citizen. And the reason why this war has been going on for the past 9 years, it's because the root causes are the original issues that I have in DRC, which is the hatred or the marginalization of different minorities. I don't know if you know the history of the Rohingyas massacre. You probably doesn't know the Rohingya genocide. This is between countries. On every border has people that are from one country that are similar to people from another country on a borderline, right? Mm-hmm. So in eastern part of DRC, it's exactly the same. You have people who are Rwandan citizens that are in Rwanda, and of a particular ethnic. We have the Hutus and the Tutsis, but you can find them on each side of the border, because when the border was divided in 1885 by the Berlin Conference in Europe, they divided the African borders without consideration of its population. They just came just the way you're seated there, your brothers and sisters. They'll come and put a line in between you and say, you are Congolese and you are Rwandan. So those ethnic relationships still there. Now, for politicians in Eastern DRC, they've come to understand that if they use the hatred that's currently being multiplied and thoughts in people that say, no, you are not Congolese because you don't look Congolese. Right. I may look Tutsis because I look Tutsis like a Tutsi from Rwanda. They call me a Rwandan. So you're from Rwanda, you're not from here, therefore you do not belong here. Mm-hmm. So the Nyamulenge and the Tutsis of Eastern part has been through these issues since even the 60s, right? So it's a long story of persecution of these ethnic minorities, and this war comes in cycles. They may fix it today if they don't fix the root causes of the issues. 20, 15 years down the line, a politician will wake up and say, no, if you vote me into the government, I'm going to get rid of all these Tutsis and send them back. And the local population will vote for him because of that ideology that's been put into them, right? So I'm just putting it simplistically for people to understand. At the bottom line is, we have vulnerable people in Eastern part, vulnerable minorities that are in Eastern part of Congo that have been denied of their citizenship. And many of them have been displaced. Right now, the Nyamulenge, 70% of Nyamulenge population do not live in Eastern Congo. 7%, 70%. Most of them are in refugee camps in Burundi, in Rwanda, in Uganda, and in Kenya. And they flee wars in Eastern DRC because of that persecution. And the government uses its forces to help militias, not maybe helping is not the right word, to enable militias to do their dirty job for them, right? And they do very well, and they've been doing that for the past, and they've managed to get rid of 70% of Nyamulenge in South Kivu. They're now in refugees. Most of these Nyamulenge that you see in America have been here as a result of resettlement programs, refugee resettlement programs. So this is an ongoing long story of persecution. But today it's worse because we have a government that's determined to get rid of this problem, to get rid of this minority in eastern part of the DRC. Now they're using militias, they're using foreign government. They brought in the Burundian government to help them do that. They're using drones, technology drones, where they're sending drones into villages with the pretext that they're looking for combatants, but you cannot just send a drone into villages and expect not to kill civilians, right? And that's what it is. And the government has made a decision to try to hide the truth by cutting off the internet communication in eastern part of the villages. So people who are in Minembwe cannot communicate with anybody, right? So they want to hide all the evidences, so that all the crimes they commit are unknown to the world. So that's why we're marching. That's why we're preparing to go to the DC to tell the truth about what's currently happening, a version the government does not want the world to know. And that's what we need to do, and that's why we're going to DC.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering everything so far, and thank you for making it so informative. The last and the final question that I would like to ask you is, what are the outcomes that you're expecting, both long-term and short-term, for the safety and recognition of your people, which is the Nyamulenge?
Right. Great. Thank you. Short goals. I'm going to go straight to that. We want immediate international recognition of what is happening to our people. We want that to be recognized and the victims be named by names, right? If you don't name the names of the victims, it becomes an abstract. Anybody can use whatever they need. The victims right now are the Tutsi in the Tutsi, Nyamulenge, and even the Hema in Ituri, right? That recognition need to be done immediately, right? Secondly, we need this a cessation of the attacks and the killings. We need ceasefire that is going to apply across the eastern part of DRC, so that vulnerable people can find peace again, can breathe a little bit, right? And also we need immediate humanitarian aid to attend those high difficult places to reach, like Minembwe. Today in Minembwe, there is nothing can be. You cannot go from the city of Uvira or the Bukavu and reach Minembwe. The people of Minembwe are currently blocked in a blockade in one area, and they cannot move from one area to another, right? That is the current situation in Minembwe. And if you go to different villages, including Kundondo, they're also in a similar situation, right? So that means they've been without food, essential food. They only have what they have left in their homes, right? Once the food is finished in their homes, we are going to hear starvation in Minembwe, and we're going to hear children and mother dying because they don't have enough food. That is how urgent it is. Get the humanitarian assistance to them. We need medicine. There is no medicine at all in medical assistance is in existence in High Plateau of Minembwe, right? Those are the short term. And we also need accountability. We need to make sure that people who committed these crimes and these killings have to be accounted for. They have to respond to. There have to be some kind of international investigation to ensure that this is not taken lightly. People need to be accountable and respond to it. Right. Those are the short terms. For the long term, we want a country where every person in Eastern DRC, in Congo, live on their land freely without being persecuted. And that is including the Nyamulenge and the Tutsis and Hemas. We want to be able to live in our own land, in our own home, without fear, without persecution, without being killed. I personally haven't stepped into my village since I left when I was 2 years old. I've never been into my village. Not because I didn't want to go there, because I can't go there, right? I cannot bring my children here in the States and put them on a plane and take them to my village to show them where I come from. It's impossible. That is the long-term things that we want to see. We want to see a peaceful Congo where every minority and every group of people in Eastern live there freely with no discrimination, right? We want to ensure that not only the Nyamulenge and the Tutsis, every Congolese to live in peace. We want to be able to live with our neighbors, our tribal neighbors. We need to leave them in peace. The only way that we can leave them in peace is if we have a good governance. The country has to be governed with good leaders who are not going to exploit the ethnicity of people for their gain. Politicians who are not going to use people's facial features to run for the next post in the government. right?
Right.
So we need responsible government and responsible leadership to ensure that every Congolese person live in peace in DRC. Those are the long-term wish that we would love to see. We can go into further and talk about how these can be achieved, but I'll leave that for the politician. I'll leave that for the international community to help drive that agenda, right? We need that peace, long-term peace, and we need good leadership. See you on the 20th on Monday. It's gonna be a good experience, and I'm sure we're gonna get some good outcomes afterward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.